Hey everyone, it's Kel-n-rich, and we're back with you. Oh man, the amount of requests for Opeth is, first of all, it's so excellent because I love Opeth. And this one was one of my favorite songs that I would play in the car with my son and with my daughter Annika. And what we did was we were going to post the lyrics. We did an actual lyric JPEG. Yeah, I was going to say a PDF, but it's actually a JPEG. So instead of having to do a link and sync or anything like that, because there weren't any really good videos for Faith and Others that actually were made by fans or whoever to put in the lyrics, we said to ourselves, let's do this a little bit better. So hopefully you like it, and you'll be able to read it on, if it's a small screen, hopefully you'll be able to read it and blow it up a little bit, or just see it on your desktop a little bit better.
And Opeth in the past for us has been blocked, so we're trying to get around that. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so let's see what happens. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Rich. This is my amazing wife, Kel, and we provide first reaction videos to everyone, and we span the genres of metal all the way across to progressive rock and anything and everything in between. That is freaking awesome. Love Opeth.
Here we go.
Love Opeth. So a couple people have suggested this one. This one's one of my favorites, so I'm pulling a veto on this one. We'll get to the rest. We'll get to Deliverance. We'll get to the other great Opeth songs. All right, here we go. And I chose this one because it had the intro that was properly raising up in volume. The other ones were harsh starts. And we are going to talk a little bit to try to not get copyright blocked. That ride is just so good. Also chose this one because it doesn't have the big growls, so to give Kel a different taste.
I'm ready for the growl. I'm waiting. It's in there somewhere. I love his voice though.
Phenomenal.
So beautiful.
Carrying no faith in the cross and the cold years are coming for the victims of longing out through the doors of starvation into the rain of the nation where the bitter winds are singing
Listen to that.
for the victims
victims of a longing.
So beautiful.
Carried along through squalor, the ill body to dominate and possess. 'Cause both you and anger inside, we can control this. Blood of departure in our tracks, dripping from our empty Raton. Your hand reached down to mine, but you're grasping nothing. Asleep in the rain, showers again. The ghost in my head has forgiven me, lifted his curse upon me.
Again.
I remember how much Jared loved Opeth, and he was so excited that you would listen to it with him. I never knew that they could sing like this.
Yeah, I've been saving this one.
It was so beautiful, and it just reminded me, you know, of one of the greatest pictures I have in my mind of him, besides him thrashing around on stage, was when we took them to Disney World in Orlando, and we went to the Hard Rock Cafe together, and he and I went in, and he just sat there. How long were we gone?
Oh man, must have been an hour and 15 minutes.
We got upstairs.
January.
And
last year.
I took all these pictures of him, you know, just sitting like at the stairs, like with his arms over the railing on the second floor. Just looking at all his heroes, all their costumes, and I got some really amazing photos of him, and he just was so happy that we got to go in there together, and we were like these two little kids running around amidst all these people eating dinner, and the manager was like, what are you two doing? And I'm like, it doesn't even matter what we're doing, you just go manage people, we're just looking. He's like, are you gonna eat or what? I'm like, no, we're eating on a metal diet tonight.
It's the metal diet.
And you know, it just was such a great night for him and I, because we so rarely just got time alone, because he wanted to always be with you, and we were always together. But
yeah, it was Kel-n-rich time.
It was really great.
And in case you don't know the story, we don't like to hammer it home all the time, but the channel is dedicated to him and others memory that have passed, that were fans or musicians, etc.
Parents.
Of metal land and heavy rock land. That's his guitar behind us.
Wives,
that's his
husbands, cousins, friends.
He bought that guitar. It's a Flying V King Jackson, black and white, with his own money, saved for like a year and a half, 2 years, and he was already a raging maniac on stage and writing music. And
he was amazing.
Yeah, to be because I was downstairs in the gift shop and looking for gifts, and I actually bought him a couple of wicked picks and things like that, and Kel and Jared were upstairs, and Mom and my daughter were also kind of milling about outside and having a good time, and I remember Jared just coming back just like, have you seen upstairs? I said, I've seen it once, but I wanted to just give you and Kel some time just to appreciate it. Because again, for her, she didn't know a lot of these artists, a lot of these bands. So kind of the education almost started there. It was almost like that's where it actually started, hey?
Well, I think it was, you know, when he and I sat down and talked about my musical background. So he was like, so I hear you used to play the piano. I said, yeah, I did. He's like, yeah. He's like, let's talk about that,
Because he did. That's how he started.
This is how I started. And
bass.
Have you ever played the guitar? And I was like, no, but I always wanted to give it some electricity and plug that sucker in. He's like, yeah. He's like, well, if you ever want some tips, he's like, I'd love to just sit and get you on the piano. He's like, but it never happened.
It was actually the last time you saw him was that trip that he made to Florida. And then I only saw him one time after that in the summer, because we're living here. They were living up in Victoria, in British Columbia, and that was definitely the fondest memory that I have was Universal, and then Disney World and the Everglades. That was pretty cool too, ripping around on airboats with the frickin' muffled, and doing donuts and stuff like that. It was very wicked, and the alligators
and that 375-pound anaconda that you guys decided to pet.
Yeah.
Lucy.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, good memories, good times.
Anyways,
thanks for watching. And again, if this is in 2 parts, we just had to make that happen to get around the whole algorithmic blocking thing that goes on with YouTube.
RIP, which in our world means rock in peace. Yeah. For so many, Jared and baby Jared and Lloyd and Derek and so many of others of you who've Kevin, and the names are go on and on.
Yeah, we have a very special place and idea that we're going to have on our Patreon channel for those that have passed.
Yes.
And just wait for it, because we're still putting together the pieces.
Together.
Whoa.
Someone's trying to FaceTime
FaceTime us.
That's not good right now.
All right.
Okay.
Let's
have
deal
to
with a
go to
kiss.
work.
Thanks,
All right,
everyone.
we'll see you guys all later. Have a great day. Bye.
More later.